to put the PowerPoint up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be recorded, guys. So my apologies. Our hope was to have a lot more people attending today. So my name is Andrea Vivas, and I am the team leader here at Keller Williams. And this is January 18th. This is our team meeting. And thank you guys for just taking the time to come out today and just be ready, like over Zoom, to be prepared. I know today has been a little rough. So I'm going to go ahead to our second slide. So for some of you, I just wanted to touch base a little bit about the Keller Williams belief system and our culture. I can tell you a little bit more about what really made me come to Keller Williams. So many of you don't know that I have been working with Keller Williams for the past 3.5 years, and I had the opportunity to work in DC, work in Maryland, and also work in Virginia. And I've actually had the opportunity to personally go to every single market center and be able to visit and just be part of their market center and meet with team leaders. And one of the neat things about being able to do this is that, I didn't know what Keller Williams was until I got into the real estate industry. And what I learned is the presence and the brand recognition that they had in the metropolitan area was huge. And if some of you guys don't already know, but Keller Williams on a national level is, one of the top real estate brokerages to work for. So any state that you move to, you will find a Keller Williams in every single city. And their presence is just huge. And what I loved about Keller Williams compared to other brokerages that I was working with, like Coldwell Banker, Berkshire Hathaway, other partners that I was also working with, is that the feeling of the team, like when you would walk into a Keller Williams Market Center, like one of the things that I always loved is that everybody was just working together as a team. There was always a training happening in the market center, and they were really focused on training. And then the vibe that there was when you walk in the market center was something that I'd never experienced with other brokerages. Everybody was just very down to earth, very welcoming. It just felt like a home-like environment. And, and I love the fact that, you have Gary Keller himself. You have multiple business books that teach you how to become a great realtor. And, and I love the whole model of how, you put God first and it's family and then it's business. And for me, I'm, personally, in my personal life, I'm a Christian. So that just fit for me as far as like what my worth ethics is, because for me, family is first, God's first, but it's so important to be able to have that time. And then, for me, business and being successful is, obviously something that I take very serious, but that's something that comes afterwards. So I just wanted to touch on a little bit of the belief systems that Keller Williams is. And if everywhere you go, their belief system, their culture, the WY4C2Ts is something that you will find in every single market center. Every single real estate agent that you will meet, they will tell you and know what the WY4C2Ts are. And here's the list that we have in our office, which is win-win, no deal. Integrity is something that, doing the right thing is something that we want all of our agents to do, putting our customers first. Commitment in all things that we do. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results, something that we strive for every agent to bring to our market center. Teamwork, together, everyone achieves more. So we believe in working together as a team. Helping all of each of us to become successful, not because of our own interests, not because of what we personally want to do, but because we really want to help everyone else be successful. And trusting starts with honesty, and then equity, opportunities for all. And if you guys have any questions about our belief systems, or maybe want to give, maybe say something about your personal beliefs.
So I would like to. So I'm gonna touch on similar to what you said, Andrea, right? Um, when I came to Keller Williams, I was kind of just needed a place to put my license. I didn't want to, get involved, and I didn't understand a lot of things. But one day I was having a rough day, and I came in on a Saturday, and there was no one there. And I passed the copier machine so many times, and I never paid attention. But for this Saturday, for some reason, when I passed the copier machine, and I don't know why I'm getting ready to cry, and it said, God first, family second, and business. And you figure back then, I had been in business for over 11 years, and there's no brokerage firm that ever, from what I call the box company, which Coldwell Banker, to the Mall and Paul company, even though Albert Anthony is not a small company, but it's a family company. And that meant so much to me, just to see that and know that that's a belief system, right? You talk about teamwork, right? Like I could call Jay, could you please show this house for me? Ronnie, oh my God, Ronnie, could you go take these pictures? Could you, do this and do that? And there's never, no hesitation in part of that. And even if you look at a downline, people's like, you should only help the people in your downline. Ronnie's not in my downline, right? Jay's not in my downline. But it's just like that whole overbearing of teamwork, like I mentioned to you earlier, Andrea, I got a call from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette on the listings over on the north side, right? And, she's advertising, and she texted me this morning, well, who was the photographer? And I was like, oh my God, this is going to help Ronnie, right? But even with that, like Ronnie's a little younger than me, so he does things a little different, right? But we were able to jointly even pitch in for photography equipment where, like we have the accessibility. I don't know if Ronnie jumped on the call. I might say this wrong, but we pitched in and got 3D equipment, right, to make our photographs better, And there's no place where, you have two agents who's willing to bring funds together to help each other. And this equipment's not just for me and Ronnie, it's for, I can't, can't just say, Ronnie, go take other people's pictures. But, people are paying photographers like $200 and $300, So it'd be nice, like you just pay Ronnie, give him a couple extra dollars, right? He's young, he has 3 children, So with that being said, just looking out for each other. Like Justin called me the other day to see if I can help him. And he mentioned somebody's name, and I'm like, God, you're testing me. You're testing me. And I could have said, oh, no, I'm not going to help you. Right. But I don't believe our systems are like that. I just feel right now we're headed for a better directions that we've been in previous. So I'm just telling everybody, like, it's a new year. We got a new beginning. We're getting a new office. I mean, things are changing. We're going to that cutting edge, but you have to participate also and show up.
No, that's amazing. And I love how you touched on all that, because you have been such a huge ambassador for our market center. And you do so much for the community, but you're not one to be very showy about it or really talk about it. And I think that's what Gary Keller is all about, building success, but it's not for our own, for our self image. It's really because this is truly what we want to do. We want to serve out of our own heart, and not to build ourselves up, but because this is who we are as a company. And that's what, we strive for every single agent to be, is to participate, share your creativity, serving one another and helping each other. And I think that's so important. And yeah, this is a new year, new office. We want to have that image. And because I've had the opportunity to be able to be part of DC, Virginia, Maryland, I've gone to all those market centers. I have seen personally what those market centers look like. And I know what this market center can be because I've seen it. And, we're not quite there, but we're getting there. And that's what I want this market center to be. I want it to be that urban, metropolitan, I want to be the number one brokerage, but I want people, to want to come to us because they know that we work as a team. And I want everybody to be successful. And I want everybody to be able to help each other. So I just wanted to touch on the culture aspect and, what were my reasons of why I wanted to come work there? Because, I'm not cliquey. I'm not a cliquey person. I like to talk to everybody. I've been like this my whole life. Even in high school, I was never part of a clique. I wasn't the most popular kid, but I talked to everybody. And I've always had that serving, aspect in me to want to like serve and help people. So this is definitely something that I'm really excited to be part of, and I'm excited to help bring our market center to that level. Thank you, Deanna.
So Andrea, I want to piggyback on you and Deanna because I haven't been at Keller long. Spent a good bit of time at Caldwell Banker and Berkshire, and the belief system is why I'm here. When I saw, before I'd even signed the papers, when I saw God, family, business, it was like, this is where I'm supposed to be, and it's been amazing since I got here. I had a problem right before closing, and I was able to pick up the phone and call Deanna and ask for her opinion and a little bit of guidance. And it, she didn't have to give it to me. You know what I mean? But it was just, and it was helpful and it worked. And, we made it to the closing table. I can pick up the phone and call you or Joe. And, I had a meeting with Joe last week it was amazing for me and really opened up my eyes to how I can get to where I want to be. So you guys have been really great since I've been here, and I'm just so glad to.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited to have you on board. I'm glad that we met. I'm glad that I picked up that phone and called you.
I know, because I really wasn't looking to leave. And I'm like, well, okay, it doesn't hurt to have a conversation. And that conversation turned out to be absolutely amazing and really kind of life-changing for me, because I've had a goal of leaving my full-time job. And that intention seemed to be so huge until I was able to like sit into, Joe's class a couple of weeks ago, and then, just sit and have a conversation with him about how I can get there. And it doesn't seem like the big elephant in the room anymore. It's been amazing. And, I'm so happy here. I just tell everybody to come.
No, that's exciting. You've been such a great help. You were my first recruit. You've been just amazing and just giving back, helping me to, help new students get signed in the real estate, for the real estate school. You've been helping your friends, trying to push them come over here. So I truly believe in time, Yvette, when they see you grow and be, your happiness and see your success, because everybody has the potential to be a $5 million producer, $10 million producer. Like, it's there and it's available. I mean, you have our OP, who's a MAPS coach. He can help you build those goals and build your business plan. You've got the Gary Keller books. You have unlimited training available to you 24 hours a day through the Keller Williams University School. We have training now available in our office. So you have the tools to help your success. And just to let you guys know, we have started it's sort of like, I don't want to call it like a PC program, but we do have a 14-week weekly class that's happening every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. That is recorded. You can be in person or you can attend via Zoom. And it's just a really great way to help you guys help propel your business. It's more focused for new agents, but you know, we have agents that I feel as if could really utilize these additional training classes. So if you haven't received the list of those classes, we do have handouts in the office available in our training room, and we can also email you the training schedule as well. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next PowerPoint slide.
Hey, Andrea, before you move on, I'm going to add my email down into the chat. I'm not sure if I received those classes schedules, but I'm just going to request for it to be sent to my email.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make sure that Eva or Alana writes your name down. We have some January birthdays. So we have Eva Criswell. If you guys haven't met her, Market Center Administrator. She's been with us officially, what, 7 weeks now? Almost 2 months?
Oh my goodness, time flies when you're having fun.
Right? We have Jim Hoffman, Dwayne Smith, and then we have Matthew Smuts. Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I apologize if I didn't pronounce your names correctly.
No, it's Smut.
Smut. Yep. So happy birthday, guys.
It's Dewan.
Dewan. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, and I think we have some anniversaries. And we have some anniversaries coming up here. Oh, wow. So I don't know everyone's name by looking at the pictures because we do have some pictures in here that I do not personally recognize. So my apologies. I've been with the Market Center for 5 months, but I feel like I'm constantly learning new faces, new names as we go. So happy anniversary, and thank you for just being part of our Market Center. You were very valued to us, and we appreciate all your hard work.
I don't think all of them people are still here.
No.
Can we go back to that slide? Can we go back to the other slide?
Sure. Might be some additional people that we have to maybe clean off on our roster.
So Mary's definitely here.
Yeah.
Is that Allie?
No, that's Meredith. And then we have
With the red hair.
This is Maddie Greiger.
That's Maddie. She's with us still.
Yeah. So the one with the red lipstick, she came from Caldwell and she joined Dustin's team and left right back out.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
We are in the process of doing a roster clean out, so.
Yeah, with it being the beginning of the year, we are that's something that I'm going through with our reports to help bring some extra money back in our Market Center. So that is our homework actually this week for Alana and I.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that 2 hours ago. And then welcome back to our Keller Williams exclusive family. So Stan Stapnick, she's brand new. She's with Chris Keller. We have James Moskell. He is with the Johnstown office. We have Doug Ellis. He is he's a mix of, he wears a lot of hats at the Altoona office. So he is team leader, OP. He's not on this call, but I actually introduced you guys last month. We have Barry Gallagher. He's also with Johnstown office. Barbara Fulton, Gina Wyan, Linda Elder, Michael Zagukia, and Carolyn Liventree. So we have some new agents, new faces to our roster. We have Diane Roberts, Shannon King, Josh Urban, Fran Fletcher. We have Eric Prezer, Kim McCabe, Karen Lucas, which she's on our call today, Merlina Rizzio, and Darren Ellis.
That's 3, I promise.
That's okay. And then we have Zach Flowers, Tara Rutter, and Fred George. Karen, you're on this call. Would you mind we don't have too many other agents from the Johnstown office today, but if you can definitely introduce yourself, that would be great.
Oh, she doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
All right, cool.
No, that's okay. So Karen Lucas actually, she's over at the Johnstown office, and she wears a lot of different hats as well. And she is, you know, part of our market center. So we work closely with her. And, you know, we do have some added agents right now at our office that we've also onboarded. And that is something that we will present at our next team meeting. But Karen Lucas, she's the sales assistant, office manager. She does Fran actually does a lot of the recruitment for them. So we will be working with them, and they actually came on board with us on December 10th. So welcome, guys.
And then I guess you kind of already touched on your experiences with Keller Williams here. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, I don't think so. It was just like being able to sit down and look at my numbers on how I could reach that goal. And it was like a light bulb that went off, you know, that it's attainable. And figuring out, like, you know, how I could cap after, you know, so many deals at a certain commission rate to be able to really make this happen for me in, you know, like 6 months, you know, if I just put the work in. So I did talk to Joe about holding me accountable for making my calls, because that's where it's going to come in at, you know. And it was eye-opening. And, you know, like I said before, I've been at other brokerages and I've never gotten that type of support. So it's just been huge for me.
That's awesome. That's such great positive feedback that is just super encouraging, because I think a lot of, you know, agents, when they're thinking about joining a brokerage or making a transition, you know, they normally get the same spiel, and they're being told everything they want to be told, but it's, you know, up to the brokerage to really follow through on their words and truly, you know, going to be invested in your future. And I know that's something that our market center, you know, we're striving for every single agent. But I also know, like Joe, as our OP, that is something that he is going to follow through on and definitely hold you accountable for that. Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, Ryan Edmondson is not on this call, but he has capped. And then Deanna Davis, social media ethics. So we do have a class coming up, and she's been really awesome. She's going to be helping us with some of our training classes. Anything that you want to talk about, Deanna?
No. Well, yes. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask. So, me and Mary, we're on the, I'm going to say it wrong, social diversity something committee, right? So our first, like, we're going to have some workshops, but we're going to have an event that lasts probably the last date in March, the beginning of April. But where we're going to start is getting people to try to join KW. So we're going to create a flyer looking to do recruitment in the minority community, because that's part of the cultural. So we had a great meeting yesterday. And so we're going to start bringing in speakers, talking about banking, talking about insurance. We're going to put together a flyer to do a recruitment of new agents, not seasoned agents. And then we're going to look at trying to recruit some seasoned agents. So yeah, and one of the things we're going to promote, because a lot of the newer agents don't know about like the home buying process. And what I mean by that, like the programs that are out there. So we're going to try to put together as much information that, you know, all of our agents within our market center will know about programs that can help first-time home buyers in low to moderate income neighborhoods.
That is so crucial. That's important. Thank you, Deanna. I
Yeah.
think that's amazing. Like having like a packet for those resources be available. Because there's so many resources available out there in our community that we don't know about. And it's, you know, our agents, they can use anybody they want when it comes to like insurance, when it comes to like the loans and all of that. So I appreciate you helping me with the recruitment part, which I can definitely, I'm very, very thankful for that. Thank you. Great.
Oh, and also we're going to try to do a bus tour
Okay.
through different communities, so people could be aware of what's going on in the communities. And the reason why this came up was, you know, I have some listings over in Manchester, and they're geared to affordability. And I've had ignorant agents call me, like the one agent yesterday, I had to say, I think it's Martin Luther King's birthday and it's a holiday for me. I'm not going to sit here and have a debate with you, but I think it would help a lot because this agent, with these listings that are over on the north side, it has to be what they call an 80% median income buyer. So a person of one cannot make more than 47.5, right? But they're listed at 180. But there's a soft second on there for $35,000, and then you can get up to $7,500 in closing cost assistance. And he basically told me I was redlining because he didn't understand the program, that I made this program up. And I told him, call HUD. And I was very nice. And I told him, sometimes it's really good to pick up a newspaper and read or watch the news. Where in the city of Pittsburgh, we have a mayor who is pushing affordable housing, and people of low income, they should be able to have the same type of housing of people of high income. So I think it'll work out real well that if our agents are educated on the programs that are available to help with some of their first time home buyers.
And that's huge. $7,500 for assistance for closing costs. Like they pretty much go to the table and they don't have to put anything down.
No. And I'm gonna just say this for one incident. There was one incident. Her purchase price was $160,000. When we got to closing, she only needed $200. You know, so yeah.
That's amazing.
That deal that I just closed, she only brought $282 to the table.
Yeah.
That's just amazing of the buying power that they have, but they don't even realize it. And I think if, you know, just people in the community would just, you know, if that type of outreach continues to be available to teach them to know like what's available to them, I think that's important. That's awesome. It's better than them renting something and then, you know, needing to have to worry about, but it's allowing them to build a stable life and have a home for their family. So I think that's amazing. Thank you. I did want to recognize real quick about top agents who closed in December. We had a really great month. I wish Joe was on this call because, you know, we've had one of the best months, you know, compared to the last 3 months. So Deanna Davis, congratulations. You had one of the top closed units, Ryan Edmondson, Mary Hester. We had Shannon King, Jean Yu, Diane Roberts, Christina, Jordana, and Morlena. So we've had some really great top producers this past month. Do you want to go to the next slide, Alana? And then market center numbers. So from month to month compared to year to date, closed units, we are at 32%. Closed sales volume for this for this month compared to the year. We were at -5. Listings taken, we were at 100%. We actually had a lot of agents that had a lot of listings in December, which, compared to last month and the month before, our listings were a lot lower. Listings taken to volume was at 26.80%. Listings sold, we were at 23.50%. Year to date, we're at 30.70. Listings sold volume, -43. Contracts written month to month. So that, I don't know why that's 0, but we actually had, on the next slide, I actually will tell you contracts written. And contracts written volume, -15.70. Closed GCI was 1.70. Year to date, we're at 10.40. But we had a really strong month to end the year. And I just wanted to tell you guys that it was a lot. The numbers were just really good in December, and we ended strong. So I'm looking forward to starting a new year, having a new direction, and having more production.
This is something that Joe wanted us to just squeeze in at some point, just to make sure that people are aware of, when you're doing marketing and do not contact requirements. So I'm not going to read the entire thing, but this is a letter from.
I'm here, by the way.
Oh, hello.
Hey, so you don't need to leave the letter up there, but just real quick, like Keller Williams International sent us a reminder that we're not, our market center in particular is not in trouble or anything like that, but it's just a reminder that essentially everybody needs to comply with the do not call list, and the TCPA, which is the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, is specifically around telemarketing. And so just to be very aware and conscious of the rules around that. So we've been talking about all of our new lead generation and all these other things leading into 2022. The do not contact lists are absolutely non-negotiable. Please follow the rules. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, and Joe, I'm sorry, Joe, because I'm all over the place. I'm trying to find everything up and pack and get out of here in the morning. Joe also wanted me to talk about ethics and compliance. I'm on the committee or the board of RAMP for ethics and compliance. And this year, they're going to really look hard at people's social media advertising. If you look at a lot of Facebook page or LinkedIn, people have their cell phone numbers. They don't have their office phone numbers. They don't have information actually about their brokerage. And they're looking at the compliance to be very similar to if you were mailing out a postcard, So make sure if you're on your social media that you comply to the real estate rules as far as making sure the office phone number is there first. Your cell phone number is second, everything that you would do if you were sending out or advertising in a newspaper. Be very careful. What's going on too is people are getting calls from buyers from out of town who want you to go videotape a person's home. That is not acceptable because you're not getting permission from that seller for someone to be taping their home. Not only that, you don't know who that person is on the other line. So you can send them over the multi-list sheet. You can, give them as much information that you may have. But one of the things you are not permitted to do is actually go in the home and videotape. Not only for, even if you have a buyer and the buyer is standing right next to you, they cannot videotape. They cannot take additional pictures. They can only go by what they see on the multi-list.
Thank you, Deanna. I did ask you to share that, and I think that's really important, guys. So something very, very specific that Deanna just kind of said super quick, and I want to share with you, like social media, we've got to make sure that.
I think we lost you, Joe.
All right, I switched to my MacBook. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hang on, you're muted.
That should be good. Make sure that you're, sorry, my earbuds died. Make sure that you're updating on your social media posts with the brokerage information as you're doing those posts, right? Be very specific about that. Make sure that you're putting the brokerage phone number. Make sure that you're putting the name. Keller Williams exclusive, by the way. I've seen Keller Williams Pittsburgh East still floating around some places. So just making sure that we're staying compliant, because it's like the silliest stuff that can get you into a lot of trouble. That's just not worth it. You'll end up in front of Deanna's board.
Thank you. We have, just let you guys know, Ignite is a class that Keller Williams Exclusive Realty provides every month. It's every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. till noon, and it's available over Zoom. We will be hosting this class in person as well, live in our training room. So it's a really great class for new agents, but even for agents that, you know, especially with it being New Year, this might be a really great opportunity just to kind of sharpen up your skills and just maybe work on, you know, new goals, new areas that you want to maybe focus on this year for 2022. So I definitely recommend you guys, if you haven't been part of the Ignite class yet, it's an opportunity that's available every month. We also have our new agent mastermind class coming up in literally 1 week. And this is going to be held in Philadelphia in the Collegeville area. It's on Wednesday, January 26th. This is our first in-person class, which the region is super excited to have. And during this event, you will be part of the wealth building panel, women in real estate panel, success through panel, luxury panel, and many, many more opportunities. So we do have some agents right now that have already registered and planning to go to this event. The registration information is in this link. If any of you guys are interested in wanting to be part of this event, just make sure that you email Alana. Let her know if you are interested in going, because we are working on trying to see if we can get a van. We have other people that are going to be carpooling together to be going to this event together. So it would be really neat if we can get some agents together to join us. And we will be leaving the day before on the 25th to head there, since the event's going to be on Wednesday all day. So it's, you know, you will be away from home at least for one night. As far as driving, it's a good 4.5 hour drive if you're planning to drive. And if you want to have some more information, just let us know, and we would love to have you join this event with us. Family reunion. Just letting you guys know that we have family reunion coming up. This is another in-person live event that we haven't had in the last 2 years. So KW attendees, you can join virtually for $129. Early bird KW attendees on site or in Orlando, if you'd like to go to this event, it's almost $1,000. And this event is going to be between February 19th through the 22nd. And we do have a few agents already committed to going. And again, if you're interested in wanting to go, you can still sign up. Just let us know, email us. You can also call me as well if you'd like to be part of this. And Joe and I, you know, we can tell you more about what this event's like about. This will be my first time attending. I personally have not had that experience, but I've heard wonderful things about this event, how it's just truly inspiring. And it can really help you guys, you know, really propel your business as well. Does anybody have any questions about these upcoming events? Okay. Next, we do have a live webinar coming up. They are scheduled to be on Zoom around 11:15. They might be joining a little early, but we have a really great class training about overcoming low inventory. So if you guys can be part of it and hang on, that would be wonderful. The class will be recorded in case you do need to jump off the call. If you have other commitments, we can email you the recordings, but we have Christopher, Mazel, Jonathan, who are the director of Land Voice, and national trainers that work with a lot of the Keller Williams market centers. And they just, they're here today to talk to you guys about overcoming low inventory, helping you guys get listings. So if you want to learn how to get more listings, I would recommend you guys being part of this if you can. So that is a wrap up for today for our team meeting. Does anybody have any questions? Joe, do you have anything you wanted to touch base?
No, just super excited about our momentum as we're going into January and Q1. I will be I'll keep you updated in February on the status of what we've got with the new building.